Good evening and thanks for joining us. The Arctic air that's engulfed the continent made travel a mess today. Canada's largest airport, Pearson, was actually shut down for several hours. The extreme cold, officials said, was just too much. And that triggered this. Take a look at the multitude of stranded bags and the throngs of frustrated travelers. The ripple effect from Toronto snarled air travel all over the country. It's cold, yes, but this is Canada, so why couldn't the airport cope? Our Jennifer Tryon spent the day at Pearson trying to find out. Jen?
Well, Donna, every flight is still either delayed or canceled here at Pearson, but that's actually the good news, because at least the airport is back up and running. Ground crews had to withstand the cold, but much of the equipment couldn't. Baggage compartments, belts and conveyors, diesel-powered trolleys, many failing, leaving Canada's biggest airport literally frozen. Temperatures put maintenance crews 8 hours behind in their attempt to clean the airfield.
It's slow, but sure, we're doing our best to get people in and out as quickly as possible.
It meant no planes in or out of Toronto for most of the morning. Part of the problem that the ground crews are having on the tarmacs is the ice buildup. The temperatures are so cold that the salt, the sodium that they use on the ground just isn't working. Another problem slowing travel, baggage compartments frozen shut.
The doors don't open, cans all over the place, like the ground's not even, it's icy, so it's really messed up.
Much of the tarmac on at least 3 inches of ice in parts. Planes had to be dragged to the gates. The freeze made for a flurry of similar stories for travelers in every aisle and escalator.
Just getting our bags now.
Oh my gosh, it's 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
You're obviously tired and frustrated.
Very.
We were on the tarmac for about 2 hours and a half there.
They've been up since 5 a.m. yesterday. He's trying to get to a meeting in Toronto, but his luggage is stuck.
I'm giving up on that.
So he's going to buy clothes?
Well, I'm going to buy it just a little bit for today.
There was no rescuing his bag from this sea of luggage separated from its travelers.
We waited for our baggage for another 2 hours before we were told, well, they stayed on the plane, you'll have to come tomorrow.
Passengers seemed forgiving of Mother Nature, nothing one can do about the weather, but not so much of the airport authority and its lack of information.
It's a chaos. They don't know what to do. They just left us there. Everybody was so frustrated over there, babies crying, families sleeping on the concrete. Yeah, and I'm tired.
More than 100 flights were grounded at Pearson, but the impact of the freeze also felt in Montreal and Calgary and beyond, where passengers too were delayed because of the Toronto freeze. Planes can withstand temperatures much colder in the air than were felt on the ground in Toronto, leaving experts critical of Pearson's ability to cope.
I was a little bit surprised when I heard that this was happening in Toronto, of all places. Granted, southern Canada, but Canada nonetheless.
These Air Canada cargo employees said their airline was too short-staffed last night. Employees perhaps knowing they were facing minus 40-degree temperatures on the tarmac.
We were short-staffed. A lot of people called in sick. You know how it is. But yeah, so the people who decided to come to work had to
double duty.
Exactly.
And ice buildup is going to continue to be a problem on the tarmac here at Pearson until these temperatures rise. Crews are going to have to continue scraping it off manually for at least another 24 hours. Donna.
Lots of hard work ahead. Jen Tryon in Toronto, thank you.